Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to Spirit Medium Laura Mediumship and Messages. Here you can enjoy healing to happiness with exceptional, evidential, and ethical spirit communications. Spirit Medium Laura has been channel spirit for over 30 years. She is a research medium and is featured as a top 100 psychic in America. Here's Spirit Medium Laura now.
Hi, everybody. This is Laura. I'm stumbling and stuttering tonight. I hope I get a little bit better than that as the evening goes on. Anyway, welcome to the show. We've got some exciting stuff planned for you. I have somebody new in the queue who's never listened to the show before. I want to welcome you. Let's see if I can get her name again. That would be Yvonne. Hi, Yvonne. And on this show, what we do is we focus a subject that would be going on in our lives at the time. You know, we're all stumbling through this place called Earth with spiritual solutions. I do a channeled message on that as well. So not only do I do a regular message, but I do a channeled message. Then I go to the phone lines, which is very exciting, and I take Otherside callers first. Then I go to a mix of other kinds of messages. If you would like to be in to win a private session with me, all that is needed is that you join our mailing list, which would be at the top right of the website for this show. The website for this show is spiritmediumtv.com. That's spiritmediumtv.com, and there you will find a gamut of resources, one of which is how to obtain a 25% discount on a private session with me. That's item 1 on spiritmediumtv.com. Item 2, as I've mentioned, is how to be in to win a private session with me. Item 3 is how to jump the gate with the 8 no wait. That's a donation of $8 that goes in part to help animals. So if I do not get to you during the show, as quite often I cannot get to everybody, this is a very popular show. I've been working on it for a number of years. I'm glad it is getting more popular. And so sometimes I cannot get to everybody, and I apologize for that. But we have the 8 no wait, which allows you to jump to the top of the queue. And I also have a sale on private sessions with me. Let's see, what else do we have there? Oh, how could I forget? On spiritmediumtv.com, I have a live video feed at the bottom of that page. And also item 4 on that page has information about how to get certified, a master certification as a soul psychic healer, which takes about 4 months to do. I've written all these courses, and there's 4 courses, 4 weeks each, and 4 months it takes. And then you would be awakened and opened to your own soul, to the souls of others, to the soul of to the connection to your guides, as well as to the connection to other people who are in the spirit world, your loved ones. Hi, Steel Wolves. That's kind of cute, love. I got somebody, a hackler or a heckler, in the chat room on Blog Talk Radio. You're welcome. This is a place of free speech, so you're welcome to say anything you want about us, me, we, or whatever. But always remember that what you say towards another is always a reflection of what is inside yourself. Okay. So I think I kind of covered all that. Oh, the show is Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Testimonials. I got a nice little testimonial today, just a few moments before the show began, and I won't give you her name because I didn't get it cleared, but her initials are JN. And she had asked me to do what's called a remote influence on someone, a loved one, that she would like to receive more love from. And I'll just read you a little bit of what she said to me, which I thought was very interesting and very, very important. Hello, Laura. You are very spot on about him. That's the target for the remote influence. I've heard before that, and I won't fill in all the details, but I had said that he did not receive nurturing from his mother, and that he had a very stark father. So she confirms that in what she says to me. His biological mother passed away when he was little, and his father was not very kind to him. And so she goes on to say, she now realizes that remote influence is more complex than what she initially thought. And she also says, thank you so much. I would definitely come back for more with you soon. And she gives me warm regards. I thank you so much for that, JN. And that brings us kind of to the subject this evening. It's funny because I wrote an article yesterday, how to get back your ex, or how to get your ex back. Now, I know that sounds like a real tacky kind of catchy phrase, but every time I write an article, I map it into what Google reflects is something that people are looking to resolve or solve. So it's a search term that people are using to solve a problem. And I had been working with a client with a similar problem, so I put there how to get back your ex, and have a couple of methods in there. One of which is remote influence. Not that it's going to instantly bring somebody back to you, but when you use remote influence, it's basically a third eye influence from your mind, your heart, to that of the other person. You're talking to them on a subliminal level. You can achieve results that you would not be able to achieve if you were having a mind to mind or a conscious mind to mind conversation with them. So it's done in a subliminal way. And when I did this for her earlier today, I knew that it was going to be very, very different than just remote influence. Remote influence is very simple. Send from my third eye to that person instructions. But when I work on an etheric level or work on a spiritual level, I'm able to see the gestalt of the entire being as the soul, and the underpinnings of certain conditions, attitudes in their lives. And so I was able to reflect that to her in what I sent back, and also what I did with him. So I did a deeper healing than just a remote influence. So that always brings that in. And then today I had two more people, which again, they were interested in getting back a relationship that they'd lost or resolving it in some way. And I used these spiritual healing techniques, which are more complicated than simply sending somebody an instruction. Works a lot better. And if anybody thinks that this stuff is not real, maybe someday I'll bring in a guest that I am in psychic communication with, and maybe he will explain to you that I've used it on him and he's used it on me, and we always afterwards know it was done. So it's very real. It works a lot better, telepathy, if you know that person well and you already have a spiritual connection or emotional connection to them, because when you do, you're just more connected. You have already what is called a morphic field or a psychic connection, if you will. So here we go. Alrighty. So that would be the focus subject, is how to get your ex back. I didn't really tell you how, but I will go over what I call the love method. I'll just give you some brief ideas about that. We have a moment or two more to do that. So I use the word love to kind of outline a method that I researched and found many people are talking about and selling very expensive books and or information to help you get back your ex. But it's very simple. I use LOVE, love, as the acronym for the steps. And the L of love means let go. In other words, no contact with your ex or your loved one for 21 days. So this is after a breakup, okay? Instead of running after them, let it go. Just let it go. Then the O of the word love stands for open to you. During that break, take a break from them. Take a break from running after someone and connect with yourself again. Improve yourself. Do some loving things for yourself. Some people call that marrying yourself, meaning showing yourself the love and devotion that you've been running after somebody else to give you. Give it to yourself. So I have more information in the article on ideas to do that. I'm sure all of you have your own ideas, and probably not too hard for you to figure out how to love yourself. Item 3, or the third letter of the word love, is V, and that stands for verbalize an agreement. That's when you verbalize, you talk. You may start with a text message, perhaps, sort of like putting the camel's head in the tent, or perhaps that person would talk to you. And there I mentioned remote influence. And I have used it. in a situation that I was in where I literally went into a very deep meditative state and called out the name of the one I wanted to connect with on more on a psychic level, that person's name 3 times, and then I sent him a message. The message was, "I love you. If you're still interested, connect with me." And the next day he did right away. So it works. It works very, very directly if you've developed your third eye and if you're in connection emotionally with that other person. If that other person doesn't return, doesn't call you the next day, or doesn't text you the next day, or doesn't evidence that he or she is responsive to that, no worries. It could mean they're just not open psychically, uh, or they're not connected to you. Maybe they're not even interested in you, which is maybe an issue, or they just may not be that kind of person that can pick up those kind of messages. And then you can use more external methods, such as a text message. It's recommended by most of the material I've read is just to simply say, "Hi, how are you? Things are going great in my life. I think this time out or this breakup is great." Be in agreement with it, and see if that can move or develop. There's more there uh, to develop that line of verbalization or communication with your loved one. And then the E would be then moving from talking or texting to engaging in contact. That's the E of the word love, stands for engage in contact. And then I have an outline there of what you would do on some of the meetings. But the idea is to develop this slowly back in, not to assume that you're going to go right back into what you had before with your ex. It does take a little bit of time. And most situations are unique. I mean, the big label is get back with my ex, but it's never that easy. It's never that simple. There's always all these little ins and outs and everything. As I kind of thought about that today when I was working with my clients. Wow, they read the article, they wanted some help from spirit, but each of their situations was entirely unique and different. So that's just an outline. And then there's channeling in the article about what this whole thing is, how to achieve love. And I'm going to do some channeling in a few moments, actually right now, with a group message that relates to this concept. And I believe some of that will be coming in as I asked my guides for help before on the subject. So, oops, I almost knocked everything over. So let's get ready for our phone lines to open. Let's get ready to open our phone lines. And if anybody wants to respond to the heckler in the chat room and respond in a loving way, perhaps. Oh, I wonder, is there a way for me to? Yes, there is a way. Okay. So, if you would please, everybody listening, if you would please uncross your arms and legs and start to breathe from your abdominal area, allowing yourself to get very light and relaxed. Excuse me. Breathing in deeply and exhaling slowly and relaxedly from your abdominal area, allowing yourself to get very light and relaxed. If you're wanting an Otherside connection, please ask that your loved one in the spirit world come in. Invite them in. If you're wanting a life message about your own life, or if you're wanting a healing or something, just put that idea in your head and ask that you be given the solution and or the healing needed today by spirit. Spirit meaning your guides, your angels, whatever you think the spirit world is. While you do that, I'm going to go off and do the prayer. I'll be back in a second. And now, on your next exhale of breath, if you would please release into your space your energy. I will connect us. One moment, please. Okay. So I'm going to do some channeling. Give me a moment while I call it in the ones. We are here. We are the ones. We love each of you. It is difficult for us at times to experience or express to you truly what this means. What does it mean to be love, to feel love, and to have love? You each have incarnated into the physical form so that you would be absent from the feeling of love. This is what experience in the astral plane means, that you have lost your connection to Source God, that for the time that you are in this dimension on Earth, that you would feel differently about connection, that you will feel disconnected from God. And in the disconnected state, you forget that you are pure Source love. Each and every one of you is a byproduct of love, deep love. You would not exist without love. Love is the unconditional force energy that created you from the cosmic all. You each are love. And when you are feeling that you would like to have love in your life, remember that you are already love. You do not need love. You simply need to experience or revisit the idea that you are fully and eternally and always that abstract of love. We use the word abstract intentionally. The word abstract suggests that it is not something tangible, not something that you would know in your day-to-day existence. However, we would like to say to you that there is no such thing as abstract when it comes to love. Love is concrete. Love is real. Love is extremely potentially powerful. And so you may know love by looking at the results of love. When you are feeling disconnected from love, look at something that is loving. Perhaps it is a child who looks at you with love in his or her eyes, or an emotional relationship you have with somebody where you're connected, or an animal or pet, or just nature, the universe. Experience that feeling of connection to everything and know that that is the feeling of love. When you do so, you will feel more peaceful, you will feel more connected, and that will be a process of healing for you. Remember, when you are feeling lost, alone, saddened, or depressed, go to experience love in any way you can find it, and you will then remember who you really are, which is love. Namaste. Okay. Hi, Gianna. Hi. Somebody on Facebook Live is saying hello to me. Hi. Okay. So I'm going to go to the first person who's waiting in the queue for an Otherside connection, and that would be Chelsea. Hello, Chelsea. How are you? Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, love. Okay, let's see if we can pull in for you from the spirit world. You're calling from area code 902. I'm going to close my eyes for a moment and see what we could do here. Mother. It's more of a mother figure for you today. Okay, I'm going to see if I could develop that. And we're going to keep that very broad for the moment. Okay, Chelsea? Wherever this female is okay. She's wearing shorter hair. Okay, she likes her hair on the shorter side, and it's got a whiteness gray, steel gray. It's very neatly coiffed, a little longer on top than it is on the sides of her head. Very spiritual person, actually. She says, and she shows me. She's old-fashioned in her ways and very knowledgeable. She's a very smart person. She's actually using. Get this one. I don't know if you know who this is, but Jill Stein as a prototype for what she looks like or things about herself. So, would you know who Jill Stein is, honey?
No, I'm not sure who that is.
Oh, okay, so I won't use that. Maybe some other people out there might know. But so what I'm seeing is a woman with short hair, okay, longer on the top, very neat haircut, shorter around the ears and to the back. It's salt and pepper, meaning and more white in it. She's got nice Anglo-Saxon features. She's got a strong brow bone. That's right above the eyes, love. High cheekbones, strong and spiritual sense of self, a kind, caring, and loving individual. She's a sense of softness and peace to her. She's not fat. She's on the slender side. She has a nice figure. She stands erect. She's very calm in her personality. I think I said that about 3 times. She also has a male under her, meaning that she's given birth to a son, or there's a son down the family line. That could mean many things. Okay, if it's a grandma, it means there's a son that she gave birth to. It doesn't necessarily mean your father's mother or something. If it's your mother, that means you have a brother, and so on and so forth. Or there could be a grandson down the line. She's a very loving, kind person. I'm going to see if she wants to show me how she passed away, and then we'll come back to you, Chelsea. Just bear with me for a moment. Okay, there's something going on in her chest and throat area that causes a lot of pain. And that's where she's passing from. She's passing from something in her chest and her lungs that gives her a lot of pain and difficulty breathing. Now, from what I've said, do you understand this, please?
Yeah, that's
On your father's side?
Yeah.
Okay, there's also...
My uncle just passed away.
Oh, okay. Oh, that would be the other... Well, it's on your father's side, though. She gave birth to a male. There's also a J that goes with this. And I don't know if it's her name or somebody else's name in the family. It could be Jill, John, something J-ish coming in. If I get the full name, I give it. I just want to let you get everything I get. And it was kind of that name, or the feeling of that name was eaten up as it came in, so I didn't get the full name. She's a very loving and kind person. She's very innocent in her appeal to others, very forthright in her communication, the way she speaks to others, and also to you when you're being, she says, reared or raised. She says, you're a very loving child. She gave you all she had as a grandma, all that she could give you. She's getting to something, Chelsea, with this, love. I gave you everything I could give you to help you grow up the best way that I knew how. She said there was interference. However, she wasn't allowed to be around you all the time as she would have liked. And sometimes some of her ideas were choked out of you by your own mother. So it seems like that would be your own mother's mother-in-law, you see. She's saying that your own mother sort of had her own ideas about raising you, and they weren't always right. They weren't always in. And what I hear is the words "spare the rod, spoil the child." I believed Grandma on Dad's side says that you should be treated kindly and given a lot of love. And your mom was a little harsher with you than I would have liked. Now, she says that may just be my impression. She says, but I don't think your mother gave you a lot of good loving that I would have liked to have given you. So she comes in today to give you a big hug, a big kiss, a lot of love and kisses. She says, love yourself more than anyone else could ever love you. She says that's the best insurance you could ever have about love of yourself. And she gives you one big healthy kiss again. She says your brother is a handful in this lifetime. He's taking advantage of things he shouldn't be taking advantage of, and you in particular. He gets in your way a lot with your own self-esteem issues. She says she wishes that he would leave you alone and let you grow up on your own more. She says, I'm trying to look out for you as best I can from Spirit World. She says, I hope I haven't upset you with my words today. I love you, Chelsea. Please take care of yourself. Now, does that make sense to you, honey, from what she just said?
Yeah, I don't feel like my brother takes advantage of me, but he's definitely a handful in his own life.
Okay. Well, I think he overshadows you. Yeah. He may overshadow you in some way, love. So just be aware of that. Okay. Maybe he's not directly impinging on you. Maybe he just takes the light away from you, or he does things that affect everyone in the family. But that message needs to be taken.
Okay.
Don't take it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, sweetheart. God bless, love, and thank you so much for calling in, Chelsea.
Thank you.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye. Okay, so now we have a trickster wolf. Now I wonder what trickster wolf's up to today. We've got a lot of people in this chat room with interesting. We have the Amish comedian. Hey, Amish comedian. I would love to bring Amish comedian on the show one of these days. One of these days. All right, so let's see if we have any other people that are waiting in the queue that need to be tended to. And here we do have one that was waiting a very long time for an Otherside connection. Her name is Dorothy. Hello, Dorothy. How are you today? Dorothy? Dorothy? Well, there's a problem here with the phone lines because Dorothy is repeating. She's playing me in the background, but I don't hear her talking to me.
Oh, hi.
Hi, sweetheart.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on there.
Sorry.
What I hear is me.
I'm thinking, did you say Dorothy or Dorothy?
I'm saying Dorothy. Dorothy, Dorothy. And if you have me play. Yeah. Oh, I remember you. I've spoken to you before, haven't I?
Yes, you have.
Okay. Now, what I want you to do, love, is if you have me playing in the background, muted. It sounds like you did mute it. Okay. So we're going to go see who.
Yes, I did.
Okay. So let's see who's in the spirit world for you. I feel today there's somebody a little different than before. I think, let me just see, Dorothy's 207. I'm feeling more of a female to you, but she would be more lateral energy versus parental energy. Lateral meaning friend, sister, someone like that in your peer group. She actually shows to me. She's a little bit overweight. She's wearing a floral dress. She has curly hair. It's on the lighter side. She wears glasses. She's got a problem with her weight. It bothers her like for most of her life. And she also says she doesn't listen to you about what to do about her health. She says you've given her advice, but she never would listen to it. There's a karmic relationship she has with her health, her weight, and taking care of herself in the past lifetime. I'm assuming she's in the spirit world because I'm asking for that, and that's what's coming in right now. Would you understand this person yet? I can continue.
I have no idea at the moment.
You don't know who it is. Okay.
Totally lost.
Okay.
No, I don't.
All right. Well, then let's just say this. Would you understand any female, mother, grandmother, anyone that, because she's very clearly in front of me, that has a problem with her weight when she's on Earth? She's overweight. She's wearing a floral dress. Her hair is on the shorter side. It's ringlets, little curls around her face, lighter in coloring, the hair, and she's wearing glasses. Would you understand anyone you know like that, please? Forget about the sister.
Well, floral dress doesn't ring a bell, but my mother has short gray hair.
Don't give me information, honey. Just give me yes or no.
Okay.
Okay? Yes or no?
Maybe.
Maybe. That's good. Yes, no, or maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to give you more information, and then we'll figure out who it is. We continue with what we have here. Okay. Hold on one moment, please. It's a problem with her legs, a lot of swelling in them. She can't walk around very well towards the end of her life, and there's a lot of bloating in her body, and she's holding a lot of fluids and water. She also shows, she also shows me that she's given birth to a son, and there's a son down the family line under her. So maybe we need to get out of the peer group and go into. Well, I'm just going to give you exactly what I'm getting. A feeling of a male under her. She's somewhat ambulatory towards the end of her life, meaning not able to walk on her own. She is in a chair that would, like what do you call that, a wheelchair at times. It doesn't mean that she never can walk, but I do see her having problems with her legs. I'm going to give you one or two more facts. Hopefully they're facts you can understand. Okay, hold on. So what is wrong with you, please? I'm asking her. I'm swollen. I'm out of sorts. I feel sick all the time. I feel like my body is holding a lot of toxins and poisons. The medicine they gave me did not work very well. I'm coughing up phlegm a lot and stuff from my lungs. Feeling all around ill, very, very ill. I pass easily at home in the night. I'm not in a hospital. I'm back at home. They put me back at home. And I die peacefully at home, easily at home. I just slip out of my body. Would you understand would you tell me, please, what did you pass up? I'm talking to her, Dorothy, honey, right now. Okay?
Yeah.
She's probably one of your grandmas or your mother or somebody, or a mother-in-law or something like that. So just bear with me. Or it could be somebody you know from your life that you didn't even think about. Hold on. How did you pass, please? I'm asking her. She chokes. She chokes. She can't breathe very well. There's a toxin in her body. There's medication they gave her. It doesn't agree with her. So there's a few complicated issues. She swells up. So I wouldn't say it's one thing. It's like a combination of things. And she shows me toxicity in her body. She also shows me she's in her background of where she lives. It looks like it's a hilly area. And I can see out the window in the backyard that's got hills behind the house, that kind of thing, more rural area. These are just a few of the things I'm seeing. Still don't know who this is, love?
Nope.
Nope. Well, I'm going to...
Clue.
All right. Well, she's...
I almost did until she died at home and all that other stuff. I was like, nope, that's not... I don't know who it is. I totally lost.
Okay, well, before she died at home, who did you think it was?
At first, I thought because she was swollen and bloated that it was my mother.
Okay, and then what brought you off the path of that?
When she said that she died peacefully at home, because my mother died in a nursing home.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask you this, okay? If I give you 20 things and one thing is wrong, do we throw out the other 19 things? No, we don't throw out the other 19 things. Right. So let's go back then, all right? So was everything else right except for the nursing home for Mom?
Pretty much.
All right. So I want to also say that when she dies in the nursing home, it is a home.
Right.
It's her nursing home.
Her home. Right.
All right. So we pretty much got your mother here, and I'm glad I'm insisting on it because she's sitting here clear as a bell. Clear. And I can't let her go. She loves you very much, sweetheart. She's laughing now. She says, "Oh, Dorothy, you're a kick." She says, "You're a kick." And so she's got a good sense of humor. You know, I'm showing you the downside of it, right? The upside of it is, right? Okay. Today she's in a good mood, but she's laughing now because she's happy that we were able to figure it out. So just so that we clarify this, her hair's on the shorter side. It looks like a little ringlets. It's got a little wave curl to it. It looks light to me, and you said it was white. So where we got that? She's bloated.
Yeah,
Gray. Okay. She's suffering. Got a lot of toxins in her body. She's bloating. And you already confirmed that. Her legs are bothering her in particular. There's a lot of sores on them. And you said that was true as well. She had trouble getting around. Yes? Yes, Dorothy?
Yeah, she did have trouble.
All right. And I don't want you to get fixated. I'm not saying she always, because that's not what she told me. She told me that she shows me trouble with her legs, bloating in her body, and there's also a problem in her lungs. There's a myriad of different things going on. And now she dies quietly in her home at night, meaning she's in a nursing home at night. I'll just give you that extra word. It's not your home or the home she was in. And the last thing is, which I think is very, very important, is she says something about having toxins in the blood and the medications they gave her did not agree with her. You didn't say anything about that. Would you know anything about that, please?
No, I didn't.
All right. And she keeps saying to me, toxins in the blood, toxins in the blood, toxins in the blood. Everything they gave me did not work. Nothing could help. Maybe it was just her time to go. So we'll leave it at that. Now I'm going to go to personal, okay? I'm going to go to a personal message that she loves you very, very much. She says you're a very kind and creative thinker. She says you take good care of yourself in the home. She says, I'm very happy. Let me go to a deeper level, Dorothy. Hold on. I want to really connect with her. She said, okay, so she gives me the feeling that you're very alone right now and that you need a lot of love, Dorothy. You're feeling very alone. You're alone in the home a lot. You feel like either somebody left you or that you're just very alone. She wants to come in today to help you with that feeling, to let you know that you're never alone, that she's always around and other members of your family and spirit world are with you and looking out for you and loving you. And they all want to be as kind to you as possible. So that's her message for you today, to let you know you're not alone. She loves you very, very much. She also says thank you for letting her come in today to speak with you. Okay, Dorothy?
Oh, I'm surprised.
You're surprised. Okay.
I'm surprised because I have not been, we've had some rough patches because I do talk to my family. And because I realized what it was like with her when she was living. And the fact that when I was 67, I discovered by having my blood typed, she wasn't my biological mother, and I never knew that.
Oh, interesting.
And we did not have an easy relationship.
Okay.
And it came clear to me just what a really, no offense, but rotten mother she was.
Aww.
And it's been hard for me. You know, she had her moments. I won't say she didn't. I won't say it was all bad, but it was far from great. So I'm surprised that she's being this way, but that's okay. It's a good thing.
Well, that's exactly what would happen. When we have troubled relationships with certain individuals, quite often they will come in during discernments to help set things right, or at least to let you know you are loved, even though it may not have been expressed properly during the lifetime past. So when we open ourselves to receive those messages, healing can follow. So I hope that you can accept the messages and perhaps understand that she's talking from a different side of herself now. Okay, Dorothy?
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, honey. Yeah, I'll tell you a quick story, everybody. I was once doing some research as a research medium, and there was one woman that was participating as a sitter. That's the one getting the messages, and her father comes in, and she didn't want her father. She wanted me to talk to somebody else, and her father kept blubbering through me. And apparently he was an alcoholic, and was very abusive of her and the rest of the family. And he struggled through me. The messages were clear, but her receiving them was not so easy to get those messages through. And when we finally got them, she was angry, and she says, "All right, it's my father. I'm sorry. I don't want to talk to him." But see, the father in spirit had realized that he didn't want to leave that unsaid. He wanted to say it to her as best he could through the medium. So quite often we'll hear messages we didn't expect, and the people in spirit at times are coming in to make retribution. At other times they don't. You never know what to expect from spirit. Okay, so we're going to go now to regular life readings. And I'm going to go to Jay, who's been waiting an awfully long time. Hey, Jay. Hello. Jay? Jay, I had him before several times, and now he's gone. Jay, I will come back to you in a little while. Hi, Diane. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Kaylee in this chat on Facebook. If you dial that number that is there in the post, you can get into the reading queue, but we have a lot of people waiting. Okay, I'm going to go to the next person who has called in for a life reading. That would be Chanika. Hello, Chanika. How are you, love?
I'm fine.
Good. So if you would give me your question without a lot of background, we'll let Spirit do the work of giving you the answer. Go right ahead.
Okay. I would like confirmation on the woman that I will marry.
Confirmation on the woman that you will marry. Could you give me, so you have somebody in mind already?
Yes.
Okay, give me her initials, please.
Okay.
LK?
Okay. Her first initial. Her last name initial too?
Yeah, if you don't mind, or you can make up initials. Then Spirit will connect them to you, but I'm asking you for 2 letters, please.
K and F. KF.
All right, let's go to that and see if she will. So you're wanting to know if she's the right person to marry you, or if she will marry you, or if she won't marry you, or what's in her head. All right.
Yes.
KF. She's a very loving person, very kind person, very skilled person, very highly skilled person, very knowledgeable about. She has a lot of expertise in life. Will she marry, please, Chanika? Yes or no? Does she want to marry? She's thinking about you a lot these days. You have let her into your heart. What do you mean by that, KF? I've let her into my heart. I've let you, Tanika, into my heart. I'm thinking about you a lot these days. I hope that I don't upset you too much with the arguments that I've created here and there. She says, I need my space right now to think things through. I'm not ready yet for commitment. I will be, however, in a few months if things go along the plan we've had. I cannot guarantee they will, but my soul is telling me that you are the right person for me. I just need to work out get this one, a lot of crap and garbage that's within myself that holds me back from commitment. I think and I want to work out the obstacles this lifetime, and I think I will be able to do that. I don't want to say for sure, but I'm optimistic about this for you. Okay, so what I've just done, Chanika, is I've connected with her consciousness in the areas that she would allow me to connect with. Okay, this is not, by the way, everybody out there, I'm not doing covert operations here. When I do this work, the person I'm doing it to or with is allowing me, and well, I can't see everything is what I'm saying. I only see what's available. So what she's saying is that she needs to work out some issues, which you know. I'm sure you know this already. Actually see her very clearly. Looks like she's slender. She's got shorter dark hair. She seems to have a taller kind of appearance to her, or at least she looks tall. I can't really measure her, but she has a tallness to her. And would you understand that for her appearance, please?
Yeah.
Okay. She's very kind and loving person. So now, what I recommend you do is visualize her in front of you and talk to her on a subliminal soul level. You just get relaxed, do a meditation. If you go to the article I mentioned earlier, there's a link to my remote influence page, and there's something there about that. And you can have conversations with people on soul level, help them. You can also do some prayer, because this is not a matter of a prediction. It's a matter of a healing. And until something has actually happened, okay, it's in the possibility realm. So it's only in possibility realm, and that's what her intention is. I hope that it does move forward, and that's what she's hoping for as well, Janika. Okay, darling?
Okay.
All right, love. So I can't tell you that she definitely is. I can tell you that she's working on it. Okay, love?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. All righty. Okay, I'm going to go to Karen. Oh, I'm going to go back to Jay, see if he's returned, because he was one of the first ones there. Jay, are you there? Jay?
Yes.
There you are. There you are.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was calling you before, but you were gone. I don't know where you went. Okay, sweetie. What I need you to do, honey, is give me a succinct question without a lot of background, honey, and then we'll let Spirit do the work. Go right ahead.
Yes. My question is, Spirit is like, might make me lonely for the rest of my life.
Oh, no. Let's go. All right, let's go to this. For J780, will he be lonely for the rest of his life? Yes or no? Spirit guides for Jay, please come in. You're very... They love you, your guides. They want you to know you're very loved in the spirit world. You do have... There's something to do with you, and hold on, let me see if I can get the right wording here. J780. You have a lot of work to do this lifetime on yourself and in relationships to other people. That kind of connection does not come easily to you. You're very different than most people. You see things differently. You're very unique. You're very skilled. You're very skilled in a psychic way or skilled in a spiritual way. And it creates a boundary or an obstacle for you to get close to other people. It's almost like you're afraid to be known and you're afraid to get intimate with somebody. There's something about that. It's confusing to me right now, honey. I'm not easily confused, so bear with me while I unravel this ball of yarn about you. You have to overcome some obstacles about yourself before you can bring somebody into your life, and you have to heal aspects of yourself, wounds from the past that won't go away easily. When they're healed, you will be able to bring somebody in. The healing has to do with allowing someone to know you. And it's a guilt thing or something that you feel it's a sensitivity. You're highly sensitive. And when you're in the presence of others, it impacts you directly. And so you're a very skilled healer. Okay, so what I'm going to come back to you now and ask you, do you know anything about being a skilled healer and empath for yourself, please? Because that's what I'm hearing.
Skilled healer.
What? I couldn't hear you, honey.
Yes.
Yes, you are. Okay, because that's what prevents you. So what we are being told to do right now is to do a healing on you so that you can still be the beautiful, gifted healer, empath that you are, but that it doesn't create an obstacle to intimacy with others, which is what the obstacle is. When that is fixed, then you will allow the next person that floats into your life, and there are always people floating in, to become more important in your life. And it's an area where you unwittingly, perhaps unconsciously, have created issues, and then it's to protect yourself, really. So let me just look at you energetically and see what we can do with that, darling. Okay, where do you want to go to this with this, spirit guides? Ooh, you're very powerful. Whoa, I don't know what to make of this. Huh. I don't know what to make of this. Are you working with some kind of mystical magic, if you will? Are you working with anything like that, Jay?
Not right now. No.
You have in the past?
I mean, the crystals.
Okay, but you.
Magic and a little more than finished.
Okay, well, let me say, what I'm seeing is it's like there's something that's, when I look at you energetically, I see something that's like a warlock or someone that's like a magician, if you will. But I don't know what to make of this. I'm trying to clear you, and instead of them showing me areas that can be released. Hmm?
I don't know. I don't know what you mean.
All right. Well, I see a man. I see a man superimposed. I don't know if this is you or not. I don't think it's you. I think it's on an energetic level. There's something that's working with you that is a little unsavory, if you will. I don't know. I don't usually see these things. I don't usually see soul attachments or anything that would be in the way of preventing a connection. But what I'm seeing is there's a dark arts magician that is skilled, that works with you or through you, that is creating some of this cacophony within you, if you will. And this is the cause of your not being able to have a more personal relationship with someone. So I'm not sure what to do with this. Usually I have much simpler things to do. Let me just see if I get a connection with him telepathically. Now, before I do that, do I have your permission to do that, honey? Does this resonate for you in any way? Because I don't want to go off in a direction that seems totally odd to you.
Well, I don't know if he's hanging around, but see what they want.
All right, let's see.
That person could be my spirit guide, you know.
Well, it doesn't look like a spirit guide. It looks like someone that would be in a sort of unsavory, if you will, and works with dark arts. Okay, so let me see what I can do with him. Who are you, please? What do you want with Jay? Hold on 1 second, please. I take from him what I can get, and I suck his energy when I can. I am not the sort. Okay, so I'm going to ask him to leave. Please leave. Allow Jay to be fully and completely and wholly himself, please. Go into the light. Okay, now I see you, which is much better. So he was representative of energy that you pick in or you pick up and you don't want. That's energy sometimes that comes to you don't want. I feel that you're constantly repositioning, rebalancing yourself, and that you're constantly reaffirming your energy to God, source, light. You're a very loving person, very kind person. Okay, guys, what can we do so that he's no longer attracting things that make him, that they need to protect from, please? This for Jay. Okay. Okay, the one area they take me to is the center of your body, your solar plexus, and they say that you need to ground from the solar plexus. This will allow you to be more grounded when you're doing work, and will be a complement to the healing work you do, and also will provide for you a sort of armor or a way of working that will allow you to connect better to others, but not be affected by them. So I'm going to just say this, I'm sending in a healing there, I'm releasing that, and I'm saying to you, include your solar plexus in your work, ask for grounding when you work, and also when you're around people, because for some reason or other, you are very open energetically, and in comes energy that you may not want to have, and on a subconscious level, you're constantly protecting yourself, and this prevents you from having a more intimate and loving relationship. I'm giving you this information which you're not aware of because you're asking for when will I have love? Will I be alone for the rest of my life? And the answer is yes. From this point forward, and from your grounding forward, continuing to do grounding, you will feel a lot more in possession of yourself. The energy of another will not feel so overwhelming to you, and you will be able to get on better with the next person that's coming in, which is very quickly. And I would say by the end of this year, the beginning of next, you will have a new person in your life, new love, and that you will feel better. But it's up to you to do the grounding. It's up to you to be aware that the implication here is that you pick up other people's energy. It sits with you, and you didn't realize it, but unwittingly, you have been reflecting relationships versus connecting relationships. That is my answer to you today, Jay, and I hope that that makes sense.
What about I pick that up from?
Well, you know, I think what I think is that you're very sensitive and empathic, and that thing I saw on you is just representative of picking up energy you don't want. And on a subconscious level, you've been preventing yourself from being intimate because it drains you. That's all it means. It drains you. So to not be drained and to allow intimacy to come into your life, you'll need to use the solar plexus in particular. It's a very important one for you to clear and to ground with. Okay?
Okay.
All right, honey. Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you, honey. Bye-bye.
Awesome. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
That was an interesting one. It was a little bit more difficult than most of them. He's a spiritual worker, and it's complex, very complicated. With Jay, that would be something, Jay, if you're still listening, I would recommend a private session for. And if you want a private session, anybody listening, go to booklaura.com, and if you put in radio show in the event code field, you'll get a third more time than that which you pay for. So if you pay for 30 minutes, you'll get 40 minutes as an example. But that, we could do a lot more work with Jay, particularly in the area of grounding and clearing. I couldn't go into everything because I have a million people waiting here. Well, I'm exaggerating a bit, but I have a lot. Okay. I'm going to Karen, who's been waiting an inordinate amount of time, and she has a life question. Karen, go ahead, honey. If you would please give me your question.
Hi, Laura. Thank you. My question is, I want to apply for a job. They contacted me and said they'll contact me in 30 days. Do you think 30 days was from the 11th? So I'm getting close. Will I get that job this month? Because my new job, the old job, is in this layoff, so I kind of want to.
Oh. Give me the initials of the new job, please.
It's CB.
CB. Hold on, lovey. This is for Karen at 224. Will the new job come through? Yes or no? Yes, it will come through on time, just as they said. You need to get, in the beginning, you'll need to get some paperwork or organized. There's going to be some kind of clearing that's going to have to do with you. I don't know, maybe some background check or something like that. It's just sort of paperwork. Don't get nervous if they ask for that. It's what do they call that? It's just having the paperwork in order, I guess. It's not like they're going to refuse you after that. They just need certain things for their records. So you're going to hear from them. They're going to ask you to do some things first before you actually know you're hired. But those are just like dotting the I's and crossing the T kind of things, not anything that should be taken seriously. You will start on time with this work. And by the way, I do get a very good feeling about it, that you're going to like it a lot. So, and I also feel that it's going to uproot you from something in the past that you hated, and this is like a whole new beginning for you and something that you're really, really going to like. So hold on to your seat, ma'am, because you're going to have some new wonderful things coming from this. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. I am going to Alicia, who has a life question, has been waiting a long time. Hello, Alicia. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Do you have the video playing?
I cut it off. I am so sorry.
No, that's all right, darling.
Can you hear me?
Now I can. Yes, I can. I just heard an echo of my own voice. As a matter of fact, I still hear an echo of my own voice.
Let me get this right.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, here we go.
Okay. Yeah. Just give me your question, honey. Do not give me background. Just give me your question.
Okay. Should I stay in my relationship? Please.
Oh, yeah. Oh, but that's a rough one, huh? Okay. Well, I want to remind everyone listening, not only Alicia, that all advice of this seriousness needs to, or any kind of advice, needs to be validated by an appropriate licensed professional relevant to the situation at hand, especially when we talk about elements like this. And so what we're going to do is we're going to pick up some facts, hopefully to validate the advice that comes through. Alicia, you're 313. Give me the initials of the person in question, please. His initials. What is it?
JB.
All right, that's fine. Okay, should she or shouldn't she stay with JB? Spirit, let's go. Hold on, honey, I'm going to your guides. Yeah, you should stay with him. He is going to work things out. He is going to work things out. He has something coming in that's going to help a lot with, they're saying, his self-esteem or feeling about himself. It seems to be something to do with money, work, or issues related to work. And he will be able to get his act together over time. I do feel a kindness feeling towards you, a loveness feeling towards you. He does care about you very much. Obviously, I'm projecting here, but by the nature of your question, you might have thought he would get his act together before, and he never was able to. But I'm seeing that he will. And I'm seeing that he cares for you and that he loves you very, very much, and that he is working things out on his own in best way that he can. And he will be coming back to you with a proposal or plan to make this work for the both of you. He knows that he's been taking from you a lot in the past. He knows that you've had a lot of patience with him, and he's very, very grateful for that. He wants to give back to you as soon as he can, and the Spirit is saying that he will be able to do that. He will.
Okay.
So the answer is, yeah, that it's going to be worked out.
Okay.
Sounds like you got a lot of responsibility in the background there. A little boy, a little child crying. Loving little child. All right. Well, that's fine. Don't feel embarrassed. Okay. Don't feel embarrassed. We know you have a lot on your plate, and I can hear with the JB situation from what I got psychically that that's another big deal on your plate. But the underlying thing here is that he's going to work out those obstacles that he has in getting his act together.
What, like 20 years from now?
No, I'm getting more. I know. You've been waiting a long time for him to work things out, right? And that's what the message is. So the message is surprisingly so that he is working them out. They are also telling me his self-esteem issues, because he's had a long time of not working things out. So what we're going to do is a little healing on him, a mini little healing on him. Just I'm going to look at him energetically, Alicia, and then I'm going to let you go after we do that, because I want to get to some other people waiting. I'm going to go to him, JB. Okay, JB, I'm going to just talk to him on a soul level. JB, you are worthy. You can work things out. You know what you're doing. You're a highly skilled worker. You have the expertise needed. Now stop getting in your own way by sabotaging yourself. Take the initiative. Make the move. Do it now. Don't think the past is any way representative of the future. You will get your act together, and you're doing it now. There's also a feeling that he's done something to sabotage. Not a feeling, the words came through. Sabotage, keeps getting in his own way. And it feels like he might have maybe some substances he took, or maybe pot or something. He likes to do that. It gets in his way sometimes, but I feel that he feels vulnerable to that, or he feels vulnerable that he's going to set himself back. Not only that do you feel that way, but he feels that way. Let me see what I could do here. So what the best thing that you could possibly do in a situation like this is have a heart-to-heart talk with him on a soul level.
90 seconds.
Put him in front of you, go into daydream state, and send him messages to him about self-esteem, that he can do it, that he will do it, that you're waiting for him, and that you want him to. And that's what I do in sessions, healing sessions with clients. I know you're probably strapped for cash from what I can tell here, but if you do want a private, we could do more work on this. But a quick way of giving you some help is to tell you you can do it on your own as well. Okay, Alicia?
60 seconds.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Sure, love. God bless, honey. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. We have a lot of that. I'm going to stay on the subject of relationships, I think, for a long time coming, because I see everybody's got the same issue. We all have problems with relationships, right? Money is important. That's important. But without love, we always feel like we're half a person. Okay, so what was I going to say here? Okay, so if you'd like a private session with me, as a lot of these situations are fairly complex, and we can do our best on the show, but they're personal, they're revealing, and perhaps require more attention, just go to booklaura.com, and when you get to the event code field, if you put radio show there, you will obtain a third more time.
Seconds.
A third more time for that which you pay for. I thank you so much, everyone, for calling in today, and I look forward to working with you on Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you so much. Namaste. Bye-bye.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.